I would like to explain about children on Yom Kippurim and what it is that they should be doing. If a child is on his way to becoming bar mitzvah, or a female on her way to becoming bat mitzvah, either 11 or 12 years old, then the obligation on the parents is chinuch, is educating them, is getting them to do the mitzvah. Now, chinuch always means do the mitzvah as you would do it if you were an adult. So if you say that the children have to do the mitzvah as they would do it when they were adults, it means that they have to fast all day just like the adults. So when a child gets close to the age of mitzvot, clearly that child has to do the mitzvah just as he would do as an adult. And so fasting, the prohibition against eating or drinking, is in place for that child for the entire day. However, the Chachamim were concerned about these children. And they said, whereas in other mitzvot, we say, when does chinuch set in? When do we have to educate our children to do a mitzvah? When they understand what a mitzvah is. And they understand that taking a lulav and esrog is in fact a mitzvah. If they understand that, then our obligation is to get them a lulav, get them an esrog, have them do the mitzvah. So there seems to be an in-between period between the time that the children understand about fasting and the time that the children are actually obligated to fast. So when it comes to fasting on Yom HaKippurim, Chachamim created this idea, which is ta'anit sha'ot, that even though the mitzvah is to fast all day, children can fast part of the day. Because it's unreasonable to expect a child, physically undeveloped as he is, even if he understands in his mind what a mitzvah is and what the mitzvah of fasting and Yom Kippurim is, nevertheless, that child is not able to fast the whole day. So the Chachamim said, let him fast Sha'ot. Let him feel that there is a fast, even though he could be eating all day long. How so? The child should begin the day of Yom Kippurim by putting off breakfast. And having eaten breakfast, you should put off lunch until the space between the breakfast and the lunch is ever greater. And the same thing is true about the rest of the day. If this child can manage to avoid eating until after dark, that's the best. So remember that for the child, for any child, there are two stages. There's the stage that we call ta'anit sha'ot, which is not a real fast, but it's a change in your schedule that enables you to fast while not fasting. But then, the closer you get to the age of mitzvot, the more the obligation of chinuch sets in. And as I tried to explain, the obligation of chinuch is to do the mitzvah as it really is done. And so, if I'm teaching my son the mitzvah of lulav and esrog, for example, I have to get him a lulav and an esrog. Not a plastic lulav and an esrog, and certainly not an unacceptable lulav and esrog, a defective lulav and esrog. But I have to get him a real lulav and esrog. So if I want to educate my children to fast on Yom Kippurim, after all, fasting is a mitzvah min Torah that devolves equally upon men and upon women, then they have to fast. But the Chachamim made this limit for the mitzvah of chinuch, and they said, chinuch, yes, but to endanger the physical well-being of the child, No. And therefore, according to the halacha, if the child is very close to the age of mitzvot, then he should fast chinuch. If the child is not so close, but he understands what fasting is about, the Chachamim said that ta'anit sha'ot is enough. It's enough to fast and put it off a bit. Right? Put off the meals a bit so that the feeling of fasting is there. So we remember that the obligation to educate our children to the mitzvah of Yom Kippur is there. On the other hand, we have to also be careful that we're not harming the children in any way by insisting that they fast on Yom Kippur.